In this video, I will discuss the topic on economic botany. So, already we have studied in our regular classes. Just now I will directly go to the revision of this economic botany in the ethnobotany classes. So already you will well known that in the economic botany we will study the importance of the economically important crops, their botanical name, family, and the uses and some extraction methods. So that is a unit 4. So usually the economic botany is nothing but the study of the cash crop generally. It's a branch of botany that deals with the study of the economically valuable plants, and it composes in the field of botany, that is systematic evolution, anatomy, and anthropology. So usually this economic botany will explore the utilization of the plant as a food, medicine, textile, shelter, etc, etc. So usually in basically in this concept we will especially focusing on the mainly the food crops and other the group of the plant. First group is that is the cereals. So usually cereals are the major group of the plant that is utilized for the food purposes. For example, wheat, uh, rice, maize. So these are all called as a cereals. Generally these cereals are the major and the minor crops. Generally they will divide it. The important major cereals are the, that's the one is wheat. Generally the scientific name is Triticum aestivum, family Poaceae. The majority of these cereals are belonging to the family Poaceae. So usually the wheat is commonly mainly used for the food purposes, and usually the mainly grains and the powder of the wheat used as a major staple food. And another one group, that is a rice. The usually it is called as a scientifically Oryza sativa, belong to the family Poaceae. It is called rice, paddy, and also it is usually the rice is one of the major staple food in India. The mainly rice or rice powder is used for the preparation of the various dishes, and usually rice is cultivated in irrigated and non-irrigated areas also. And the another one group, that's a maize. So usually maize scientific name is Zea maize, the family Poaceae. The major cereals are all belong to the family Poaceae, or it's called Graminae. The next group of these economically important crop, that's the pulses. The usually cereals are mainly sources of the rich sources of carbohydrate, but the pulses are the main sources of proteins. Already you have studied the various group of pulses. The one group, that is one crop, that's a Cajanus cajana. So usually this is mainly used as a sources of protein rich substances. And the next one is Caesar Atenium, that is generally referred as kadale. And usually next one is Vigna radiata, this is hesaru. And Vigna mungo, this is uddu. And this is the Lenis esculenta. Okay, so and Vigna sinensis. Okay, so all these are the major pulses. The pulses is used in the manufacture of in the preparation of the various dishes, and also they use it for the various just like dals, like that they will generally utilize it as a sources. Okay, the next one group is the spices. The spices are usually they are not used directly as a food, they as indirectly as a adjectives for the food dishes. So usually these spices and the condiments will help for the increasing of the taste of the food. Generally the various spices are used in Indian dishes, and sometimes these spices are also used as a medicine. Okay, one important spices, that is a ginger, that's a gingiber officinalis, usually the underground rhizome portion of the gingiber often is used as a spices, and this is used as a mainly in various dishes and also used in a medicine also. Then curcuma domestica, and this is belong to the family Gingiberaceae, and this is also used as a sources of the spices, and this is used for the medicine also, and used for wound healing properties, and also used for the skin treatment. So and another one is a cinnamon verum, that's a chakke, and this is also used as a spices, and it will increase the flavor, generally used in garam masala. And this is Syzygium aromaticum, that's a clove. Usually this is a flower bud, that flower bud used as a spices, and usually this will have both in sweet dishes and also used in other dishes also. And medicinally this clove is used for the treatment of the dental caries. Okay, and this is saffron. This is a costliest spices, usually the stigma of the Crocus sativus used as a spices. It is a coloring agent and also flavoring agent. Next one is a Piper nigrum. So this is one of the highly valuable. It's a generally called black gold, and usually this Piper nigrum is mainly from the ancient period of India. They used it as a spice and exporting to the foreign countries also. And this is a highly valuable spice of the India. And the next one is a Elytra cardamom. It is also used as a flavoring agent, and it belongs to the family Gingiberaceae. The fruit is used as a Elytra cardamom fruit used as a spices. And capsicum anum, red pepper. This red pepper is used as a one of the spices. And phonium vulgare, that is usually bade soap, that is used as one of the spices. And another one is a coriander sativum, that is belong to the family umbelliferae. And usually the umbelliferae have the special inflorescence, and the fruit is called cremo corp. This is used as highly used in a flavoring agent and also used for the medicine. Cuminum jirige, and this is also used as a one of the spices. And this is used cinnamon. The leaf of this plant is used for the spices. Like that, the various plant, these are some common plant we have mentioned it. Apart from that, so many other spices are utilized for the increasing the taste of the food. The next another group of the economic important plant, that's a beverages. So usually the beverages plant, the mainly utilized for the preparation of the some manufacture of the drinks. That's one is common beverage plant, that's a tea plant, that is especially the leaf of Camellia sinensis. So this leaf powder is used for the manufacture of tea powder. So there are different grades of tea powder, grade 1 2 3 4, like that. There are different grades of the leaf powder will be there. They are utilized for the manufacture of tea powder. And usually the first grade, that's the top most healthy leaf, is for the grade 1 quality of the tea powder. Okay, and the next one is Coffea arabica, belong to the family Rubiaceae. The coffee is generally coffee powder is done by two methods. That's one is parchment process and the dry process. In the parchment process, generally they will go for the in a water soaking the seeds, and they will extract and ferment it and extract the powder. In a dry process, the seeds will be dried and powdered and used for the manufacture. But in a both process, the coffee powder is mixed with the Chicorus intibus, that will increase the taste of the coffee powder. And this coffee is mainly used as one of the edible drink. Generally the coffee will help for the CNS stimulant. Generally coffee, tea and other beverages, they will help for the increasing the CNS activities. Okay, so next one group is that the vegetables. So many vegetables are used as one of the economic crops. That generally some vegetables, that is tomato and also the onion, Ilium cepa, garlics, so brassica, colerecia, cabbage, so potato. So like that, the various group of vegetable crops also used as one of the economic crop. The next one crop is a rubber. That is the mainly this rubber plant is used for the extraction of the rubber, that is a vulcanization process. Generally the rubber will be manufactured. So usually these rubber para rubber is utilized for the manufacture of tires and also the some other rubber related product. Okay, Evelia braziliensis, that's a plant is used for the extraction of rubber. It is a milky latex will be exudated from the plant part stem and used for the manufacture of rubber. Okay, the next one, that's a textile important plant. That's mainly the cotton, Gossypum sisypum. The fruit of this Gossypum sisypum is used as a manufacture of the fibers, that's a textile fibers. So like that, the various jute, that's a sen hemp, that is also used for the textile industry, that is a fiber yielding plant. Okay, so apart from that, so many plants used for the medicine. So for example, Catharanthus roseus, that's a Vinca rosea. That Vinca rosea is used for the extraction of vincristine and vinblastine, that is used as an anti-cancerous drug. So like that, Withania somnifera, so that is vitamin is extracted and that is utilized for the medicine purposes. So like that, Rauwolfia serpentina, that is serpentine is extracted from the Rauwolfia serpentina root and that is used for the controlling blood pressure. So even sometimes they use it for the snake bite also. So like that, Solanum nigrum, Solanum xanthocarpum and Ocimum santum, Cinnamum zelanicum. So like that, the various plant that is used for the extraction of medicines. Okay, so it usually generally the whatever the NTFPs, non-timber forest product, that's all used for one of the basic source of the economically important plant. So usually in the economic important plant, so all we cover on this different group of the plant, that's a fiber yielding plant, textile industry yielding plant, rubber yielding plant, and also the beverages and narcotic plant, cereals, pulses, millets, and also the medicinal plant and vegetables, all we will study in this plant. The another one concept, that's a ethnobotany. The ethnobotany is nothing but the it's a systematic branch of the botany that deals with the interactions of the human beings, their culture and the utilization values. The first time in 1898, the Hirschberger called the term, that's ethnobotany. So usually Theophrastus is known as the father of botany, and he is basically given the concept of this ethnobotany. The significance of ethnobotany mainly, uh, usually in ethnobotany will study the learn the traditional knowledge of the people, especially the tribal people, what they are utilizing their knowledge to conserve the biodiversity, nature, etc. So apart from that, we'll also learn so many medicines. So whatever the medicine plant they are using for curious various diseases, nowadays they develop into a various modernized allopathic medicines. So and usually generally that's Nati Vaidya system was developed by this ethnobotanical knowledges. Apart from that, in ethnobotany we will study the various ethnobotanical plant, that may be a food plant or timber yielding plant, that may be the some other resourceful plant. We will learn from this ethnobotanical knowledge. For example, especially one concept, that's a doctrine of signature, that is when compare the body part and the plant part, and that can be used for the medicine, that is by the ethnobotanical knowledge. For example, Tinospora cardifolia. The Tinospora cardifolia is a leaf, is look like a heart shape, and usually you will extract the tinosporin, that is one of the glycoside that can be utilized for curing the cardiovascular diseases. So like that, these ethnobotanical knowledge will help for the modern days to cure various diseases on the one side, and the other side it will help for the ecological balance. We will learn the whatever the ethnobotany is or the tribal people conserve the nature, we will learn from them, and we can adopt the modern days whatever the natural mitigation will occurs, we have to be overcome with those problems. It's nowadays mitigation or the natural disaster is one of the major problem. If go to the ethnobotanical knowledge, we learn how the tribal people are conserve their nature in earlier days, and we can adapt it to the modern days and to reduce the these disaster problem that can also be learned in a ethnobotany. So like that, the ethnobotany is one of the significant branch of the botany that will help for the increasing the knowledge of modern systematics. So like that, in the in your the fourth chapter, we'll study the economic botany and the ethnobotanical knowledges. So overall, these in the previous video we have discussed the taxonomy, that is a different group of plant and their classification, that is a dicot, monocot, and also the monoclamidia groups. So in this video we have discussed the economically important, that is generally cash crops what we call, we are discussing this video, and also the ethnobotanical knowledges. Okay, thank you for the patience listening.